Hey, what's up YouTubers, and welcome back to another Toddy Walnuts collection overview video. About a week ago or so, I posted a question to my YouTube friends and viewers out there, and I was looking for suggestions. I was kind of running out of ideas what to record for a video here on YouTube, and I got some pretty good suggestions. Somebody wanted to see my vinyl collection, which I'll be doing within the next probably week or so. Somebody else wanted to see my Hanna-Barbera cartoon collection. I'm going to be doing that soon, and I'm going to be giving a shout out in that video, so stay tuned for that. And somebody posted that they would like to see an update of my Disney collection, and that's what we're going to do tonight. So we are going to go through the Disney Blu-rays, which are these 4 shelves here. These are all Blu-rays. Well, there's a couple DVDs in here, and I'll tell you why when we get to those. But we're going to do these one shelf at a time. Instead of doing the whole collection in one video, I'm just going to do one shelf today, and I don't know when I'll do the next shelf or the one after that. I haven't really thought it that far ahead. But today we are just going to start on shelf 1, which consists of the Steelbooks, the Studio Ghibli releases, and a couple of the 20th Century Studios Blu-rays that I bought from the Disney online site, the Disney Movie Club. And technically they're not Disney stamped. They are a subsidiary of Disney. 20th Century Fox is now 20th Century Studios, and they are owned by Disney. So I kind of tacked those onto the end here on the first shelf. And then starting with the second shelf, these are all the Blu-rays in alphabetical order, starting with 101 Dalmatians, and then going A through, I guess, W is the last letter for that collection. And then we'll be following that up with, these are all Digibooks here. And then these are the ones with the yellow spines are the Disney Movie Club exclusives that you can only get from their website, or you can get them on eBay because people are selling them too. So we're going to be tackling this one shelf at a time, and I think I've talked just about enough for tonight about the plans for this, so let's get into it here. And these are all alphabetized as well. And it's been a while since I bought a Disney Steelbook, but I'll show you guys what I have. This is the animated version of Beauty and the Beast, and it has a lenticular cover. You can't really tell because it doesn't change the image. It just more or less gives that 3D depth. But there's the back, and it is some beautiful Steelbook art for Beauty and the Beast. Next one is called Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, and this is a live action mixed with animation. It's a very good movie, very fun film. Big Hero 6 is kind of an American take on anime. That's the way I describe this movie. I think this is a very good movie as well. I really enjoyed this one. Next one is Brave. Again, some really nice Steelbook artwork. And that was the UK edition. And actually, that's backwards. This is the US version Steelbook of Brave. This is the UK Steelbook. It has a lenticular cover. Hard to tell from the phone, but it does kind of give a little bit of depth. And as I'm looking through my phone, I can't tell, but as I look over my phone at it, it looks a lot better in person. This one is the live action Cinderella, and she's very beautiful. But I have a gripe about this Steelbook, and there's one more too. It doesn't have the title on the spine. It just has a little tiny, kind of like a thumbnail picture of Cinderella. So when you put it on a shelf, you know, it's blank. And to me, it's kind of an eyesore, but that's just a small gripe. And this one's upside down. That was the UK edition of Cinderella. This is the US Steelbook for Cinderella, the Diamond edition. But this is the animated version. The other one was a live action. Here is Fantasia. Again, it has a lenticular plate on the front. Very cool. And some very nice imagery on the back. I love it. Very fun movie. Here's the other one I was telling you about. This is Finding Dory. This is the UK edition. It's a beautiful steelbook. It just has that eyesore of no title on the spine. It just has Dory and a little bit of kind of underwater scene with bubbles and stuff. But lined up on the shelf, it's kind of an eyesore with no title. And then this was the US edition of Finding Dory. Almost exactly the same, only this one does have a title on the side. It almost makes me wonder if they forgot to put the title on those two spines. I'm not sure. Here's a very fun, very good movie, Finding Nemo. Here is Frankenweenie. This one has a little bit of a dent there, but I enjoy the movie. At some point I may kind of trade this out for a better copy, but for now this is more than fine for me. And we have Frozen with another lenticular plate. Steelbooks are really pretty when the artwork looks nice. And Disney seems to do a really good job with their steelbooks. Here's the Jungle Book. Here's the Lion King with the lenticular plate. And the gang is all here. Here's another edition of the Lion King. This was a promotional steelbook years ago, 2011. If you pre-ordered, I think it was, if you pre-ordered the Blu-ray for this, you would get the Blu-ray in the Amaray case, and then they would throw in a free steelbook cover, or steelbook with it. So that's what that was. That was a promotional. I don't know if that's rare or not. Here is a more updated version of the Lion King. This is the Signature Collection. Here's the Little Mermaid. Another fun movie. Here is Pixar Disney collaboration on Monsters, Inc. with a lenticular plate on the cover. Good old Mike and Sully. I really enjoyed that movie. Here's Peter Pan. This is the Signature Collection, and this is the Anniversary Edition. Good old Peter the Pan. Another series I really love. I have to get all of these steelbooks at some point. This is the only steelbook I have for this movie, Pirates of the Caribbean. And this is Dead Men Tell No Tales. So this is the only steelbook I have, but I do have this 4-movie collection. It's a 15-disc set and Blu-ray set, and that's what I use to watch the series. And I love Johnny Depp as an actor. He's easily one of my favorite actors. Definitely top 3. I'll put him up there with Eastwood or Pacino, Tom Hanks. I'll put them all those guys up in the top 5. Here's Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, and this is another lenticular cover. Beautiful edition. Here is Toy Story with the lenticular cover. And another edition of Toy Story, and I believe that they did release all of these on Steelbook, and I would like to pick those up at some point too. But for now I just have the first one on 2 different copies, 2 different editions. So that was it for the Steelbooks. So moving right along, we're going to get into the Studio Ghibli, which are all the gold spines, and there's a couple or one other Studio Ghibli, but it wasn't released by Disney, but I keep it together with these Studio Ghiblis, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. But these all came with slipcovers, and they sold out pretty quick. And I'm not sure if these are pricey. I have never checked these out online. But I just bought all of these at Best Buy. They were releasing them at a couple at a time, kind of like how Shout Factory is doing it now. This is Castle in the Sky. This is a fun movie. These are all fun movies. The Cat Returns. Howl's Moving Castle. Another fun one. I really like that one. Princess Mononoke. Don't know why that was in there backwards, but we will correct that. This one is called Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. Beautiful cover. Next one is called My Neighbor Totoro, and I believe this is going to be coming out from Shout Factory on Steelbook in a couple weeks or less. And I also forgot to mention that these particular Blu-rays are Blu-ray DVD combos, just like the Shout Factory releases are. Next one is Pompoko. This was kind of more geared toward kids. If I remember correctly, I did watch all of these. It's been a while. And I remember when I watched all of these, I kind of marathoned them, and they kind of ran together a little bit sometimes. Some of them were standouts. Some of them kind of dragged on. Like this one, it kind of dragged on a little bit. It was more geared towards smaller kids again. Watched these with my daughters. We all had a good time watching these. Next one is Porco Rosso. This one was a little slow too. I have to give these another watch. Next one is called The Secret World of Arrietty. This one was pretty amazing. I really like this one. Spirited Away. A little more dark. Tales from Earthsea. I thought this one had potential. It was pretty decent. It was good. Just basing it by the cover, I thought it was going to be like an amazing, kind of an epic adventure. Kind of like the animated Lord of the Rings type films, but not quite. But still fun. Still a good movie. And the last one with the gold spines is called The Wind Rises. So I don't believe that this was a Disney movie. I think it doesn't have the Disney stamp anywhere on here. But I do keep them all together. And then here's another one. It's a Studio Ghibli film, but it was not a Disney release. But I like to keep them all together. Now I have 3 of the 20th Century Studios. They came directly from the Disney Movie Club online. So I keep these with the Disney Blu-rays. And this is Spies in Disguise with Will Smith and Tom Holland. And I'll be honest, I still have yet to watch this. I have not watched it yet. Next one is called Ferdinand, from the creators of Rio and Ice Age. And the Book of Life, Blu-ray DVD combo. And I just threw this one in. This is a DVD. It's a tin called The Wonderful World of Disney Signature Movie Edition, and this is Swiss Family Robinson. And I'll just pop it open really quick here on the floor, even though this is a DVD, which I am going to be doing my DVD collection also. So the movie comes in this little kind of a cardboard or paper slip. The movie's inside of there. It also comes with kind of a lobby card. And then they're calling this the Certificate of Authenticity. These were limited, but I don't know what they were limited to. I think it was something like 10,000. So with that is the end of shelf 1, and we're going to end the video here. I'm going to do this in 4 parts. And then after these 4 shelves are done, I'm probably going to have another 4 or 5 parts just for the DVDs, because I have a tote full of DVDs and stuff that I haven't gone through in a while. But that is that for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Something a little bit different. Trying to be a little more active on YouTube this year. And I have a little bit of free time on my hands these days. So let me know what your favorite Steelbook was, or let me know what I'm missing that I desperately need to get for my collection. If you want to comment on any of the Studio Ghibli movies, please feel free to do so. Stay tuned for part 2. Take care, and I will see you guys later. Bye.